Do you think the local council is more of a cash cow, that every government that comes in play consider it a pool that I'm not ready to let go?
Yeah,
and
because
why we're seeing what we're seeing?
Yeah, because there's a lot of allowances that gives room to state executives to begin to dabble into the affairs of local governments and begin to maybe take whatever they should take illegally or so, or probably through the back door. And that is why certain people have advocated, and I'm in full support of that, that since it has not worked for this number of years, then the national the National Electoral Commission should take over local council elections in Nigeria. Probably we'll begin to see some semblance.
Don't you think it would be an Herculean tax for the independent National Electoral Commission?
What Herculean tax are you talking about? When they go to conduct by-elections, don't they do that in all the units and wards of that state? When they go to conduct senatorial district by-elections, don't they do it in all the units and polling units of that senatorial district? When they conduct the general elections, don't they do it? The only thing is to give some kind of allowance in the budget.
Is there a credibility question around the State Independent Electoral Commission? Is there a credibility question?
Of course there is. Because what we have seen over the years, from one government to another government to another government, all over the country, this is not just peculiar to Adamawa State, all over Nigeria, is that whenever local council elections take place, you always have the declaration from A to Z of the ruling party. So how do you tell me that that election is credible, is fair, and is acceptable to all?
Now let's travel back to what happened in 2015. Now another electionary period is here for the local councils, and we're expecting to see fairness. We're expecting to see people that will represent the local community and also bring the dividend of democracy back to the grassroots. Are you concerned about the power of incumbency?
Of course, I'm very, very much concerned. Let me tell you practically, yesterday we were having a discussion with certain people, and what someone told me is that, why waste your time go into elections at the local government level? He said the government, the ruling party just sits down and write names of people who should be local government chairman. Now, even if you win, you won't be declared. This is the opinion out there. This is the psyche of the people out there. And why is it so? It is because of the trend. It is because of past happenings.
So can we change the narrative?
Is it difficult to change the trajectory? Because
it's not difficult. It's not difficult, but it takes the willpower and then the administrative power and the political will of the government to do that. I will want a situation where this government, led by Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, will prove me wrong. I will want to see a situation that I will be very happy if they prove me wrong. That they really want to be corrective in this issue.
First instance, first step taken, many have considered it a very laudable step because no one expected the administration to be talking about council election at this time of the day. But it is taking the bull by the horn to say, yes, we must conduct council poll. Don't you think this is a move already tilting towards the right direction?
Well, you see, like I said earlier, sometimes some people just brandish a very glorious and a very colorful policy or a colorful event for you. But when you go behind the curtains, the real purpose and the real reasons are not really what you see in the public. That is why I just said that I will be happy if this government proves me wrong. You see, when you talk about local government council elections, the interest and the power play that comes there is enormous, And it has to take the political will of the head of government to say, no, the right thing must be done, and we must move it to the open. Sometimes you find out that even when he wants to do the right thing, he'll be pulled over by the political party leadership.
But Martins,
and then you begin to see a tussle going on.
Be just with me here. Aren't you tired of the caretaker regimes that we've been having in running the affairs of the local council now that we see an administration?
No, we should be tired of that. And with the financial and the intelligence units threats to state governors and then guidelines that they've brought over, no governor will want to sit down and do that. Everybody would want to have elections so that at least you have the money moving around.
All right, join us for part 2 of this conversation with Martins Dixon as we look at the council polls as expected to take place in Adamawa State with already banned lifted for campaign activity or party activities to start taking place in the state. We'll be coming back for part 2 of the conversation with Martin Dixon after the break.